Welcome back, hunters. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to Whiterime Ridge in our Whiterime Ridge Expedition series. So last episode we got a beautiful ram just coming in to make our claim right here in the very heart of Whiterime Ridge itself as a map. It was almost like a good omen to say, you made the right decision, here's a reward for it. So that's also going to be our first animal I've taxidermized, and I'll have to keep an eye on the scores of some others, because depending on how they stack up to the leaderboard, like that ram was within 10 points of the highest scoring ram in the leaderboard. So if I can get anything else that's kind of like really up there and a nice one, I will see about trying to get more trophies and taxidermize them and stuff like that. I think what I want to do this episode, though, is I want to go up into this northern area here. When it comes to the animal distribution map, it looked like there was a pretty good variety of stuff up here. And I also want to change up a little bit of what I've been using, because I've been sticking to this loadout for a while now. I think it's time we mix it up a little bit. So we'll throw everything back in there. I want to stick with a rifle, but I'm going to actually go for... Yeah, that's the 303. We'll take that. I will bring the scope with me, although I might actually want to do more iron sight shooting with it. So I'll put that in the backpack instead, actually. Grab those. Now, for the other thing I want to take with me, I do have a couple of revolvers, but I don't know if I actually have, like, let me see. Do I have a scope for the revolver? I may try taking that with me in order to use it against, like, the foxes and the rabbits, because I haven't actually really done any handgun hunting in all the times I've been playing, and that is 357. Yeah, so I'll take that. Equipment-wise, I do want to bring the... Oh, there it is, sorry. I do want to bring the ground blind, because that's been very, very helpful as I've been going about. I'll keep the moose collar, the deer grunt collar. Danger Floof did mention to bring not the E-collar, but the Predator Jackrabbit collar. That one will be helpful too, try and get animals in for us. I don't actually know if I need the rangefinder and the binocular, so I might put the rangefinder back in. And maybe I'll put the scent eliminator up there. Because what other... I have a Rocky Mountain elk, I have a moose, I have a hog, but I don't think I need anything else on this map. Yeah, I think that would be okay there. I might just bring the couple first aid kits. I don't think I'll... Oh, right, that's a fresh stack of 10, and I have one of 3. Maybe I'll actually... Is there a way to get just the... There we go. I'll just take 3 with me. I don't think I'll use them, but doesn't hurt to have. I do have 2 scent eliminators, which is good. And I think that's about everything. Clothing-wise, there's nothing to change up there. We're going to stick with the Arctic loadout. I don't really have capacity for anything else, so... one thing, though, I don't have any... How much is the 454? I might actually bring that for dealing with, like, the bigger game. Let me see, do I have 454? Actually, that's a good question. I don't know if I have that ammo type. Okay, I do. I will take that along with me. Can I actually get the third in? Yeah, I just want to see... So if I use you, do I... Okay, the handgun scope will work for that as well. Okay, that's what I wanted to check. And yeah, I think that is everything set there. So this is going to be for... The rifle is going to be for sheep, deer... I thought there was a third one. Maybe it's just the sheep... Oh, sheep, deer, and moose. That's it. The 303 is, I believe, ethical for moose as well. So that's for those. The 454 is... the 454 down there is going to be for polar bears, moose, and bison. Not that I think we'll really encounter bison. And then the 357 is going to be for the Arctic foxes and the rabbits. So this is a bit different of a loadout than I've really been using in the past. There we go. That's all loaded up. Let's also make sure the handgun's loaded. There we go. Okay, so our expedition is going to take us up into the northern reaches this time. And I want to see what we can find up there. I might actually... Yeah, let me take a look down the iron sights. So I did bring the scope, didn't I? Let me double check the... Yeah, okay. Just want to make sure in case. Again, It might be interesting trying to use the iron sights for a little bit of hunting. But I also do want to, just in case, have the scope on hand if there's something I need to be more very exact about for hunting. It doesn't hurt to be over-prepared, because then you can always slide a little bit back, but have your backup in case. Yeah, so let's... Actually, you know what? Let's try to get down to where all those points of interest are down there. And there is a mission I might actually look at doing this episode as well. It's not really anything too particularly involved. It's basically just to get 3 doll sheep ewes, or the females. And that's probably the only time you'll want to go after female animals in the game is when you have missions. Oh, and I got a Sitka deer calling from out there, so you know what? Let me... No, I think it's 6. No, that's jackrabbit. There's the deer. Let me see if I can call this in, and one nice thing about using a rifle instead of the bow for a change is I'll be able to shoot from prone now. I don't have to crouch in order to try to get, like, the bow shots I would for the cable-backed. And it's nice to bring the cable-back bow out, get some proper kills with it, show it off a bit. But it can be a little tricky to aim with because you don't have anything reference-wise with it. And that's something about the bows, is until you can figure out the reference for, like, aiming against or to something, they can take a while to learn. But once you figure out the reference, you'll start really improving with them. Okay, so it does say it should be ahead. And yeah, so I'm going to use this loadout for maybe a couple weekends or so. We'll see how it does this weekend, but I do want to try to keep some variety to the weapons that I do have on hand to use. Because a lot of the times it can simply just be rifle from afar and just shoot, 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 shoot. Not too much more to it. I do like having a ground blind where I can pull things in, we can get nice close to see them, and then line up shots in that. Because there can be a very vast range of ways to hunt. Okay, so that's her. At least I think it's a her. Oh yeah, that's just a her. Oh, although, we could try going for the rabbit behind her. I'll see about trying to do that, actually. She's nothing too spectacular, and I'll just try to sneak my way around her. And we'll see how I can do with the handgun. Oh, and I do actually see another animal up there. It's either a moose or a Sitka. Okay, I thought I'd spot it. Maybe, I guess because I'm moving, I lost track of it. I'll see about crouching my way over this way. I don't think she'll get alarmed unless she picks us up by scent. I think there's enough distance between us that she should just keep going to where that call I made a bit earlier went from. See, I had seen it somewhere up this way, but I think it's right behind the trees here now. Oh, I think she heard us, actually. I'm just going to wait and see. Like, is she going to sprint off or not? Because the tail's still down, which I wouldn't take as a sign like she's alerted. Or like she's too nervous. Let's just kind of watch for a little bit and see what she does. It can be a case, too, where once you see them, they take a while to register what you are exactly. Are you threat? Are you idle? What are you? So, okay, yeah, so she decided to go afterwards anyway, but that might even actually help me out. There we go, that's it up there. Okay, it's just another Sitka. So this will let me actually curve back in towards that rabbit I had seen, or the hare. Though it might be a little difficult trying to find it. Because, I mean, it is a little ball of white in a literal snowscape. But hopefully if I can just get a little bit back towards where we were, I'll be able to get a little bit of a view to where it was. And then we'll see about popping it with the handgun. I'm fairly sure the 357 is weak enough that it's ethical for the rabbits. I know the, what was it? The 454. Oh, there's the bunny. The 454 is way too powerful for those. That's one of the cases where you no longer are going to collect a rabbit. You're going to be cleaning a smear off the ground. Ooh. And we do have doll sheep in the area, too. God, this really was a great spot to go to. We're not even... I guess we are, okay, 10 minutes in, but we're still pretty early into the video, and we're getting a lot of opportunities presenting themselves. Or at least within rather reliable reach. Okay, so how good's the zoom on this? I'm going to see if I can just get a little bit closer and use this tree for a bit of cover. Although I think I'm seeing through the... Oh, right, it's a little weird thing with some patches of grass where it's actually like floating above the terrain. There we go. Oh, and there's another one there. I'm just going to stay crouched for a bit, come out into the open. I might have scared the doll sheep. Oh, yeah, I think I did. I see sheep running up there. Is that a Sitka? Well, that was a sit... Oh, shoot. Okay, so 357 is too strong for the snowshoes. Yeah, probably going to get 0. Okay, so... Can't use the 357 on the hares. I guess I can only use it on the foxes. Again, would be nice to have all this concise information directly in the game as you're playing. But, of course, we don't have that. That is the big flaw I have with the Hunter Classic. And that is you don't have as much concise information as you should have right in the game. Oh, actually, hang on. Is that something? Oh, that's not the rabbit, but yeah, I can't really go after you. So you get spared, little buddy. I'll have to save the... let me take a look up that way. Just some rocks. I'll just save the 357 for Arctic foxes then. So yeah, let's work our way towards the river again. Just kind of take a look and see what those points of interest are marked down there. I could have sworn 357 was ethical, though. Unless maybe I was thinking of, like, even something else for them. Not off to the greatest of starts when that happens, are we? But, I mean, you live, you learn. We'll just make the most of it as we keep going. I'm even going to actually sprint us a little bit, because it was just a handgun shot, but that probably scared off quite a few things just in the general area. So we'll take a look at the... I guess it's probably a frozen river here, but we'll see exactly what's the point of interest for it. To be honest, I just see an island out in there. Is there anything fancy about the island, or... Not really, it's just a big rock. I mean, that literally is all it seems to be pointing towards, is just... Okay, well, you know what? This still is a pretty good spot to actually go up along this entire route with. Because we'll get visibility right down into the river valley here. So if there is anything wandering around down there, we'll be able to see it. And then we can always just curve up and take a peek and see what's on the upper areas here. I wonder if I should even try going up onto the mountain, too. Like, I think the only thing you'd really find on the mountain are going to be sheep, but it still would be an interesting episode to probably try taking us up onto, like, one of the big things like that there. With where we are situated on the map, we do have a choice of different options to go for if we choose mountain climbing. So maybe we'll have to see. Okay, yeah, so let's... No, I just hear the geese going. Yeah, so this episode, I'm hoping to get us up here, and then maybe the next we'll be able to go take a right and be into... Well, I guess technically the right is more... We'll go east and see what we can find in that. It seemed like it had a pretty wide variety of, like, the deer, the polar bears, the hare, the foxes. I think there was even a fifth one, but maybe it was only the 4. Oh yeah, look at the visibility you get from up here. Like, if I had the 300, this would just be easily sniping anything that might be down there. I'm actually not sure if there even is anything down there. Don't really see anything at the moment that's, like, popping out. Well, at least that was a nice quick check, and then I can pop my way back up over this side. Okay. There we go. Okay, so with everything sloping down, this will give us a lot of visibility up ahead. Is there something up there? Or it looks like it's just the way the tree trunk was. Yeah, we'll slide... Well, maybe not slide, but we'll work our way down and then keep going as this heads towards the direction we want. It is a bit quiet, but I mean, you kind of expect that when you think about, like, the area we're in. This is the... Well, maybe not high Arctic, but kind of like the transition zone between Arctic and... Would it be taiga forest or just boreal forest? I can't really remember. God, my memory is atrocious at times. Wait. Oh, that was... Oh, okay, we got something interesting here. Okay, it is a ways out, but I don't actually think I want to have the blind down if I'm going for the fox. Because with how tiny they are, I feel like if it gets close, we wouldn't actually be able to see it at all. Because of the wall of our blind. And maybe now will be a good time to actually put on the scent spray. Because I do have to admit, now that I've started using it, I think it's been helping a lot for dealing with, like, getting animals up close and not having them startled or alerted to us. But yeah, we got that sprayed on. We'll try to keep watch in this general direction, because I don't... It's down, I think, below the slope there, so... What we're seeing is the top of a slope, and it's down along the side of that somewhere. There is a bit of distance out for it, though. So maybe I'll see if I can just get up a little more. And see from there how we want to approach this. With any luck, it is starting to come in, and I'll hopefully catch it when it's more out in the open. But I'm going to actually get down and just keep crouching for a while. Yeah, the handgun is fully loaded. So we'll just keep on our bellies for a bit and try to get to an area where we'll have some proper visibility, then stop and sit up for a little bit, or crouch. We'll see about crouching beside this tree here. I don't know if it actually gives you a bit of cover for being close to tree trunks or not. But it might not hurt. Okay, actually, we got a track from it, so I'm wondering if this is actually right... We're following right in its footsteps of, like, where it was going out, and maybe we can turn it around. Oh. Oh, that's a... No, that's a Sitka deer. That's not what we're after. That track was somewhere up this way. Oh yeah, just a bit more ahead. The tall grass might be nice and hiding us, but it also makes everything we're trying to look out towards hidden too. Oh yeah, so this is the path it was taking outwards. I haven't heard any other calls from it. Not that I'd expect it to probably make calls. If you're going to be calling a predator in, it's not likely they're going to make sound to let their location be known. That'd just be kind of dumb as a predator standpoint. Okay, let me sit up a moment. See, this area has so much tall grass here. Okay, let me try that and see. Because there is also the chance, too, that's not even interested in the call. No. Well, we got a Sitka deer right there. Oh, it is a buck. Oh, man, I hate when this happens. Although, truthfully, I don't actually have eyes on this fox yet. So it might be better off to change tactics and go for this deer first. Because, yeah, this terrain, with how small the foxes are, they'd probably be pretty good at hiding in... moving around. Like, they could... again, there's no... Okay, no, that's just because I'm moving. Okay, I heard the change of... just a little bit of sound, I guess, from us hitting the rock made me think there was something else I was hearing. And yeah, this is iron sights on this. Let's see if we can find where that Sitka deer is. We shouldn't be too far down the slope. I heard something to my side here. Okay, well, there's another call, but I don't know... Okay, do you actually... No, you don't see me. Oh, you know what? Let me just see where that call came from. Oh, actually, I can't record that call. Okay, we'll just focus on you. A little bit more so I can see that nice shoulder of yours, bud. Oh, oh, geez, I didn't even realize that the fox was right behind him. Although, I think the deer should go... Oh, man, that deer's actually going a lot longer than I thought it would. Thought that would have been a lung shot, but maybe it was too forward and that just was a body. Ah, shoot, looks like that is what happened. Pretty dark, and it's not really the brightness you want either. Shoot. Okay, you know what? I'm going to live and learn, and let's get this proper scope slotted right in. We tried the iron sights, did not work as I had hoped. Should have aimed a little further back. We'll see just how far it's gone. At least this will be taking us towards the direction I want to go. But not off to a great start for things. Oh, well, there's another mission complete at least. That's not it there, is it? No, that's just the branch of a tree. Okay. Well, we know the Arctic foxes went running this way, too. No, that's a completely different one. Yeah, we'll stick on the Sitka deer. It shouldn't be too hard to find them. And it's not exactly like it can be lost in the bush or that. It's just that'll take us some time to cover the distance that it ran off with. I don't honestly know if it would go down from that body shot or not. With luck, I'd like to say it would, but I just like feel if that wasn't a good shot, then it's going to be a while before it'll go down. Yeah, we'll keep just towards the trail that it left behind. And once we can get over the next hill, we should get a good line of sight to be able to see where it exactly got off to. But, just a little bit more back, and it probably would have been a good shot. Oh, or is that him down right there? Oh, yeah, that's him. I don't know if he's actually down or he's just, like, laying there, but he is going to pass from that. So it might not have been the best shot, but at least it was still powerful enough to put him down. Yeah, it put him down. I don't think we'll get a trophy shot, though, although maybe what we'll do... let's see how he scores first. I suppose not bad, but I don't think I'll take a trophy shot, just because, again, I'm not really proud of that shot. That was a pretty poor shot, and I should have placed that much better. So maybe what I'll do is I'll just get us to a good visibility spot up here, kind of looking out over all this area, and then I'll end this episode off. Try to shake off this little bit of a hiccup, and then next episode we'll try to be much better. Now I can hear more geese going by. Oh, actually, that's a neat little find right there. And there is another Sitka deer call. So it looks like I'll be able to get a chance at redemption next episode pretty quickly. That's just 37 points, not really anything too impressive. Ooh, that might be a nice one if I can see the antlers all the way from back here. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I will pause this episode right here. Thank you guys very much for joining me on this episode of our Whiterime Ridge Expedition series in the Hunter Classic. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure in comments right down below. I am going to be better for next episode, and we're going to make up for the hiccups of the rabbit and the deer, so hopefully I'll see you guys in that one. Until I catch you in that video, hunters and survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy hunting.